Checking in on some of the couples that made the biggest impressions on us in the past 6 or 7 months. We like to check in with these folks and see, what happened after the second date update call aired on the radio. This, just to bring you up to speed, goes back to early October of last year. Jamie is looking for a second date update. She went on a date with a guy named Seth, and we're going to try to put these two back together again. Hi, Jamie. How are you?
Hi, y'all. I'm all right. How are y'all?
We all are doing good.
Fabulous. So, I met this really great guy on Bumble, and it was super sweet. We went out for ice cream. We both work downtown, so, we see each other often. And one day after work, we met at Grader's, and it, all pun intended, it went great. And we spent probably maybe a little over an hour together. And we're talking, the conversation is going really well. And he is literally, and for me personally, checking all the boxes off. So lots and lots in common. No awkward moments. It's just flowing. We're smiling, laughing. And it was such a very open-ended and honest conversation. He was willing to answer questions, and me as well. I felt really great about it, the whole thing. And we had both said we're actually really big fans of Topgolf and golf in general. And I suggested that we go play some Topgolf. And he's like, yeah, that'd be great. So I text him the next day. I'm not one to wait around based on rules. You can't text the guy the next day, whatever. So I text him the next day to see when he wanted to go, and he never got back to me. And I don't know what's up, but, I'm kind of stuck thinking about it,
Yeah. In your conversations, is he dating other people right now? I mean, you just met, so it wouldn't be completely out of the realm for him to maybe have other commitments or something, and he's just trying to see something else through. I'm just grasping at straws here.
Totally. So he, we're both not necessarily, we're still, casually seeing people. It's an option, if you will, but I'm not, I'm very open to if someone were to walk in and be a more serious person. And I said that, and he very much was receptive to that. And he himself, is also casually seeing people, and essentially agreed for himself that, at least from what I got the gist of the conversation, that he too, if someone were to meet his needs and all that other good stuff, that he would then take a step back from being casual.
Got it.
So that's the thing where I'm just stuck on, because there was such that mutual interest in everything.
Right.
So,
okay.
I don't know what to do.
Now, I will say, nothing against golf. I'm sure Topgolf is great and it's a ton of fun. But if you had said, let's get together for another ice cream lunch, I would have been all over that.
Is it the date suggestion? Is that what it is?
No, I'm messing with you. But I love that. We should do more ice cream dates. Let's get it. Let's do a little ice cream lunch. We'll just hang out in Fountain Square, weather permitting.
I totally would. I'm a big fan.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's take a break. Then when we come back, we'll call him up, see what his deal is, and whether or not there's any chance of a second date with Seth. As second date update continues. Met Seth on Bumble. Seth had it easy because all he had to do was show up. They had a lovely ice cream date on Fountain Square on a nice warm day. There seemed to be some true chemistry there. She thought, hey, let's ask this guy out again. So they made tentative plans to meet up at Topgolf. But then when she called to kind of finalize the details, that's when he went MIA. So we're going to call Seth and see what's up. Unless I left any important details out.
No, you did not. You said it beautifully.
Great. Let's call him up.
Hello?
Hi, can we speak to Seth, please?
Yeah, speaking.
What's up, Seth? It's Jeff and Jenn at Q102. How you doing?
Oh, my God. Jeff and Jenn, huh?
How are you, man?
I'm good.
So, not to put you on the spot, but we spoke with your friend Jamie, who you went on an ice cream date, or I guess an ice cream lunch recently, which sounds amazing.
Yes, we did. He was nice.
Well, that's good.
I feel like that comment was like, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. That's how I took his answer. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, like she was really nice, but the date was just weird. It was a really strange date because I think she's obsessed with my mom.
You think she's what with your mom?
Obsessed with her.
Obsessed with your mom. Why?
Because, like, I swear to God, she asked me more about my mom than she did about me. It was everything. It was, how old is your mom? And where does she live? How close is that to you? Like,
how long is she going to be around? When is she going to die? How many times am I going to get to see her? That's what I hear when you're asking those, when someone asks those questions. That's like the roundabout way to ask, how long am I going to have a mother-in-law? And I'm in case I don't like her.
That's what you took out of that?
I got a completely different read on that. I was hearing that and thinking, what, is she famous or something?
I was thinking you learn a lot about someone by how they were raised and their mom and dad. That's kind of how I was looking at it.
Yeah.
It was like pretty hard for me to suss out why all these questions were coming. And, it was like everything. Where does she work? Does she like where she works? I mean, the whole thing was just super odd. Like the whole date was about my mom and I just didn't understand it.
And she's never met your mom. She doesn't know your mom. She hasn't heard of your mom.
Yeah, not as far as I know, man. It was really strange.
Okay, well, we got Jamie on the line. Let's ask her. Jamie, what's this interest in Seth's mom? What was that about?
It's, to me, it's similar to what you said. It's based on how you grew up. And it says a lot to me that your relationship with your mother personally says a lot about you. And, like, I want to know if she's going to be someone I can get along with. It's not a thing of the opposite of, is she going to be around? I can't stand, another woman. Nothing like that at all. I love moms, and I love to get along with everyone, especially in a family circle. And I have personally been with guys before, and his mom and I did not gel in any way. And it's just not
I was just going to ask you that.
So
there's always a history.
For me, it's a really big concern. And
Right.
That makes sense.
Wanted to right out of the bat, because of that experience, kind of, ask that question beforehand, before it gets more serious, if it were to get serious.
Yeah.
Now, did the question ever cross your mind, Seth, as you were sitting there with her and she's asking you all of these questions about your mom? Did you think, I wonder if my mom would like her? Do you think your mom would like her?
I mean, I guess, maybe. And it's sort of like, that's the problem, is that I didn't really get to know her that well. I don't really know who she is because she spent the whole time talking about my mom.
That's so funny.
I don't.
Yeah, I would have loved to have gotten to know her, but we spent the whole time talking about my mom.
Yeah, and I just think, I guess I just wish that she would have said why she was asking those questions, right? I mean, it was just like it was weird the way that she kept, bringing her up. And I don't know, it made me think that she was going to start stalking my mom or something,
Oh, my God, I was not going to stalk your mom. Not at all. No, I'm sorry. I didn't ask beforehand. Or give you the full background. Based on my trauma, I could not even open that floodgate. So I just immediately went for the throat, if you will. So I'm sorry, but that's just where it's coming from, Seth. So I do hope you'll give me another chance.
Yeah, how about it, Seth? I mean,
And I want to ask about your mom.
she seems pretty reasonable otherwise,
No, I don't think so. Sorry.
Oh.
I mean, it just was weird. It just was weird. It was a weird way to begin. I can't really move on from that.
Isn't this Taylor Swift's big move to befriend the mom?
Totally.
Yeah. Are you taking cues from Taylor?
She's my idol. She did it first,
Well, if you're sure that we can't tempt you with free ice cream, Seth.
I mean, look, that sounds great, but maybe with someone else.
All right.
Wow.
We don't want to force it.
Yeah.
Well, that's melted soft serve right there.
There you go.
I get it.
All right. Well, Seth, thanks for taking the call, man. We appreciate you at least having the conversation with us.
Appreciate it, guys. Thanks for calling.
No
Yeah.
Say hi to your mom for me.
problem. Okay, so that was back in October. As we fast forward to today, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Seth and Jamie back to the Jeff and Jen Morning Show. Hi, guys.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi. Good to hear you both on the line.
It's good
Yeah,
to
good to be
there.
here.
Thanks for having us.
Would love to know how that happened. Who would like to begin?
I think maybe I can begin because, well, you'll find out why. So basically, my mom heard me on the air, and she was really disappointed in me. She called me up.
Of course she was.
She's disappointed.
Yeah, she was really upset, honestly. She told me that she thought I was being highly disrespectful and that it was respectful of her to ask about my family and ask about my mom. And it was respectful for her to have the forethought about getting to meet them and hoping to get along. Like, my mom thought that this was like a really, really lovely thing of Jamie to do. She thought Jamie sounded like the exact kind of woman that I should want to date. I don't know.
Okay. First of all, let me just say that is exactly something my mother would have said. She would, because I would have gotten off that call and she would have been like, what issue do you have with a potential mate caring what your mother thinks of her and wants to have a relationship with your mother?
Yes.
She sounds lovely.
Perfect.
No, I know. It was so exactly the way that you expect a mother to act. And frankly, she was completely right because she actually convinced me to reach back out to Jamie.
Oh, I would have fought so much harder on that, though.
Well, that was you and your mom.
No, I know that.
I mean, I didn't. I took some time.
Yeah.
You know, I thought about it. I didn't just say yes.
You made it your idea.
There you go.
Like so many women have to do with guys. We make these suggestions.
You plant the seed.
Right? You plant the seed and then just sit back and shut up and wait for you to show up one day and go, hey, I got this great idea. You know what I think we should do?
Oh, that's a great idea, Jeff.
Love that, honey.
Yeah. And we're like, oh, really? Yeah.
All right, so you finally reach back out.
I reached back out. I apologize. I explain that it was my mistake. And then I asked her out again. And I mean, it was like I was lucky that she even answered the phone. Do you know what I mean? But I did just like follow all the instructions that my mom gave me. I did everything she told me to do.
Oh, man.
And Jamie agreed to see me again. It was great. And we went on a date. It worked out really well. And then we just kept going out. And I don't know. We've been dating ever since. It's going well.
Nice.
So if your mom and Jamie issue two conflicting directives, who do you obey, Seth?
Obey.
Jamie or your mom?
I think at this point now I'm going with Jamie.
Really?
Is that right?
Wow. Or
You know?
is it possible that your mother and Jamie are in perfect alignment and would probably steer you in the same direction, that you would never be put in a position where you would have to choose?
That's what I'm thinking. You know, at this point, they really get along. You know, they know one another. It's really great. They really are buds. And frankly, yeah, I think that's probably the case. Like, I can't really imagine them disagreeing or having opposing thoughts about anything.
Well, that is ideal because my first wife and my mother did not see eye to eye on just about everything. Yeah.
Ooh. And who was right? Or who had the better judgment?
They both had good points, but being caught in the middle sucked, and I was irritated at both of them for putting me in that position.
Wasn't good. So, Jamie, how long did it take before he told you that the reason he called you was because his mom made him?
So it was our sixth date back into his call. He definitely was putting on this whole vibe of like, you know, I've come to this realization, I've grown, which he did, to be fair. But by the sixth date, we actually went back to Graders, and he's like, listen, I hate to do this. And he was prepping the conversation. I was like, oh, my God, this is it. He's going to leave me. We were doing so well, and he's like, he then admits that my mom had heard the whole honor conversation and, like, breaks it all down to me. I was like, oh, my God. And it really, like, then it was a second date and so on and so forth. And, like, it's just been really great. But he definitely had to come clean at some point.
He did. That's so funny. So had you already met his mom at that point or not yet?
Not yet. So by like date 9, then I did.
Yeah, he probably needed to let you in on that in case you showed up at her house. And she's like, thank God he did what I told him to do.
That's exactly why. Exactly why.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've had ex-girlfriends in the past whose dads loved me, but it just wasn't working out for the girl. You know, like he's cool and all that, and I'm good with being friends with him, but Dad, you got to let him go.
Yeah.
And I bring that up because there needs to be chemistry, obviously, between the couple. You know, you don't want to be in a relationship because your mother's making you be in a relationship.
Right.
So, Jamie, you feel confident that Seth is with you because he wants to be with you, not because his mother is pressuring him to be with you.
Oh my God, absolutely.
Okay,
absolutely.
Yeah.
And like, it's great that like him and his mom do. His mom and I absolutely get along. Like, it's worked out for the benefit as far as me, wanting to get to know this person who, of course, has raised this person that I've, grown to love and whatnot. And like, Carol and I are like besties. We're going for lunch and pedicures later today.
Oh, I
Like,
love
and
it.
This whole family. I know. It's really great. And I'm so glad that I answered Seth's call. I could have chose not to because I was definitely like
Annoyed.
putting it over my head. Yeah. And like, do I bother? Like, where's this going to go?
Right.
As soon as I saw like, his name pop up on caller ID, I almost let it go to voicemail. I was like, no, I'll just answer. Let's see what's good.
Yeah.
And I'm really glad I did.
Good.
I love it.
Glad to hear it.
I love it. How are you feeling about the relationship between your girlfriend and your mom?
Oh, I love it. It's
Okay.
great. I mean, this is great. If there was, tension or anything, that would be bad. I don't want that. I'm very close to my mom. It's really nice.
Cool. I love it.
Well, we appreciate you guys coming back on Second Date Update.
Mm-hmm.
Please keep in touch with us. Maybe next time we can have your mom join the conversation.
Yeah, bring Mom in.
Oh, I don't know about that. That's a little far, but okay.
That's where Seth draws the line.
But I love it.
Time.
I love that moms are getting involved.
Right on.
Carol's the best.
Well, good luck, you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.